Neuroscience has now found that every baby comes out of the womb looking for someone looking for them. Isn't that beautiful? I was not allowed to be at the birth of my first two children because the matron of the hospital thought I'd faint and make a bit of a mess. I was at the birth of my young son, Johnny, and when that little red wrinkly prune came out and I held it in my hand, something happened in my father's heart. It was destiny. But what sort of parent, I say to them, are you parentis sergeant magicus? You run your home like a military establishment. People, I'd like to meet you in the toilets afterwards. I'll sort you out. You know? Aussies are in the crowd again, Bob. You notice that? We love them. We thrash them at rugby. They thrash us at cricket, rugby league, everything else. But anyhow, that's how it goes. Parentis sergeant magicus. You see, you take a parentis sergeant magicus parent. His little son, Boris, or without asking, his favourite saw. He leaves it out for 6 weeks. It's rusty. Parentis sergeant major gets the kid by the ear. He gets the saw and he says, you stupid idiot. That's my best tenant saw. You've ruined it. You'll never touch my tools again. When that 10-year-old boy becomes a 30-year-old, if anything goes wrong in his life, he hears shouting. Nobody may be shouting, but he hears, you're a drongo, you're an idiot, you're no good. Tragically, children who've had parentis sergeant magicus parents often become parentis jellyfishicus because they don't want their kids to have the same pain. How does a parentis jellyfishicus operate? He gets his son and he says, I just want you to stand here by Daddy. You were being creative, but you've ruined my saw. Do you feel my pain? I feel terrible. I don't want you to worry about it, but I feel terrible. See, when he becomes a 30-year-old, if anything goes wrong in the firm, he's got the wrong boss. If anything goes wrong in his relationship, it's the wrong woman. You see, what we've got to encourage our nation is to become parentis backbonicus. Loving and firm. When God designed the backbone, it was brilliant. It's flexible and it's strong. And if parentis backbonicus says to his son, mate, we've got a problem. That's my best saw. You borrowed it. How are we going to sort it out? Let me suggest, you could buy me a new one with your pocket money, or with a bit of steel wool and oil, we can restore it. Dad will know the saw will never be the same again, but the boy's learned. And so when he has a crisis with his boss or with his lady, he knows, my dad taught me there's always a solution. How can we work this out? That's what men are for. We're there to support her. She'll blame you for world hunger, the Third World War, everything. She's having a bad time. Be there for her. You're equal in the marriage, but you are the protector. The spoken messages of love, children love it. You know, I share in my seminars, every dad who says to his kids, you may want to know if Daddy loves you. Sneak up any time and squeeze my arm 4 times. Do you love me? I'll squeeze yours 3 times. Yes, I do. You squeeze me twice. How much? And I'll go zillions. Kids love that. I was in the Air New Zealand Corrie Lounge, and a man came up to me. His daughter was going to Singapore to represent New Zealand in hockey. 21-year-old, and they just put in a suitcase zillions. It's a family thing. In our family, we encourage, assuring them of their value. See, every child wants to be a member of the team. The greatest thing Dad can say, I'm so glad you're in my team. When my lovely Mary was having her birthday just a while ago, the grandchildren, we've got 11, but 3 are in New Zealand, and they were just celebrating her, and they were saying 3 things. Little Sebby, he's 5, he said, Grandma, I love it when you hug me, I'll feel good. And then little Noah, who's 10, he said, Grandma, when we do things wrong, you say, it's all right. He looked at me like, you don't do that. And the 11-year-old said, Grandma, we love driving with you because it's dangerous. Isn't that wonderful, eh? You see, what that does is mean, hey, you're all important. We celebrate.